Okay, let me just say, I don't know if I've addressed, I don't think I have, but let me just go ahead and give Nicki Minaj her smoke that's due. For her to go out here and say she is glad to live under a country where democracy is protected, freedom is protected. I think I did give her smoke dinner. But if not, let me just say something. You got to wonder when you know that that's not your niche and you have somebody like Trump, because he's done it to so many people. He did it to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was able to turn it around. He's done these things where he will call certain people, he will put them on the spot, and he will promote and make it look a certain way to fix an agenda and to promote an agenda. And unfortunately, we have way too many ignorance that just fall for it. You know, he did it with Chrisette Michelle when she sung at his inauguration. Snoop dragged her, but then 8 years later, this fool came back and did the same thing. Him and Nelly and all of these ignorance. You have to know and think about why you're being put on. And when you have influence and you use it so poorly, you don't get my respect, because it's just like you may as well danced around in a black face and everything. You may as well been Sambo. There was a time when we had to do that because that was our way of survival. We were surviving slavery. But not having to do that anymore, why would you put yourself in a situation where you lead people down the wrong path? There is nothing that this man does for black people. He doesn't do anything for anybody. And for those of you, and I'm still going back to Charlemagne the God, who took his time out on his radio station to talk about what the Democrats should do to open back up the government. Well, 8 of those traitors did go over, and the government is open back. But as you can see, he is allowing these subsidies for health care to phase out, which is what he wanted to do anyway. And he knew he was going to get his way, because guess what? He didn't care. He didn't care who he hurt, but he knew that the people would eventually put enough pressure and whine, and he knew he had ignorance like Charlemagne the God, who would say stuff, and then black people like, what? Wait a minute, the Democrats need to do, and now you finna lose health care. Some of you that work in places that you don't have it, now you're about to lose it. You talking about a hit. Do not forget that there were more black and brown people that died due to COVID than anybody. So now we're finna be without health care in the midst of them dismantling the CDC, among other things. So that's why I'm always saying, before you start talking and doing and running your mouth, you need to understand what the heck is going on. So, Nikki, you used to be my girl, but sit your little $2 butt down, because I'm pissed at you. You need to fix it. If you don't fix it, people need to come back and say something and open their mouth. You can't do this crap, because there's too many people that don't get the full headlines and they listen to you, unfortunately. I'm only going to listen to your record. And then once you cross lines like this, I will boycott you, period. I don't watch anything Two Quarters does, because he's a moron, and he messed around and he jumped on there talking about taxes. You know, I don't want to pay these taxes, with his half talking behind. I don't care how many times he was shot. Maybe it wasn't enough, because he still is able to talk, and most of the time he's on the wrong side of the fence. I'm not even mad about the documentary, although it is being an opportunist, but whatever. He didn't make Diddy do it. He is just exposing what's been done. So I can't be mad at that per se. But when you start talking for Trump and saying things positive about him and having people to question and wonder, and now they're like, well, now you shouldn't like any celebrity so well like that, but people do. And when you know that people and you have that kind of influence, you have a responsibility to use it wisely. It's been your girl Candy with Kim. Y'all stop getting so tripped up and being on click and becoming clickbait for your community. You need to say something that matters, mean what you say, and say what you mean, and stand 10 toes down on it.